Hello students, how are you? I think you are going well with your studies. In the previous class of chemistry of class 10 CBSE, we learned about chemical reactions and equations. In the part 1, the definitions of chemical reactions and equation and how we can balance chemical equations are discussed. Now we are learning about the types of chemical reactions. The types of chemical reactions. The types of chemical reactions. There are 5 types of chemical reactions in this chapter. Number 1 is combination reaction. Combination reaction. Number 2 is decomposition, the opposite of combination. The opposite of combination reaction is decomposition. Decomposition reaction. Number 3 is displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Number 4, double displacement. Double displacement. And number 5 is oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction. At first, what is combination reaction? We know about the word combine. Combine means when we add two things or more than one things. This is called combination. And decomposition is just the opposite of combination. Opposite of combination is called decomposition. When many substances or more than one substances are formed from a single substance is called the decomposition. And when two substances involved in a chemical reaction and produce one single substances or different type of substances from the products, from the reactants, then these are called combination reactions. Example of combination reaction, like we know that hydrogen and chlorine make hydrogen chloride. This is a combination reaction. Here hydrogen combine with chlorine make HCl. Decomposition reaction is just opposite of the combination reaction. Like CaCO3 decomposes to This is calcium carbonate, decomposes or break down into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This is decomposition reaction. Here the reactant is a single substance and products are two. That means CaCO3 decomposes to CaO and CO2. This is called decomposition reaction, and it is combination reaction and it is decomposition reactions. Understand what is combination and what is decomposition reactions. There are many examples in the books. You can learn from the books also. Now, before displacement, double displacement, oxidation and reduction, I would like to introduce with the reactivity series. Reactivity series. If you know about reactivity series, then it will be comfortable for you to understand displacement and double displacement reaction. Now, I say about the reactivity series. The reactivity series reactivity series. At first, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, Fe, iron, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver and gold. This is the reactivity series. Here, these are the most reactive. Most reactive. And when the arrow is coming down, the reactivity of the elements decreases. Aurum or gold is less reactive. Sodium is the most reactive, potassium is the most reactive, and aurum is the least reactive. That means reactivity decreases from top to bottom. Reactivity is decreased from top to bottom. That is, potassium is the most reactive, then sodium, then calcium, then magnesium, then aluminium, then zinc, and Fe lead. Then hydrogen, copper, Hg, Ag, silver and gold. Now we read about the displacement reactions. Displacement reaction. By an example, you can understand it very easily. Like CuSO4, copper sulfate plus zinc produce ZnSO4 plus Cu. This is a displacement reaction. Displace means takes one's place. To take another place, this is called displacement. Here in this reaction, zinc displaces copper. Zinc displaces copper. Zinc displaces copper and zinc added with the sulfate radical and make zinc sulfate. And here copper is separated. This is because here zinc is here and copper is here. How can you imagine or can you know what metal displaces what metal? Here the position of zinc in the reactivity series is before the copper. That means zinc is more reactive than copper. That is why zinc can displace copper from any salt. This is a copper sulfate salt. That is why zinc displaces copper and zinc added with sulfate radical and make it and produce zinc sulfate. This is called displacement reaction, and how the element displaces one another is determined from the reactivity series. How the displacement of elements will be happen, it is dependent on the reactivity series. The elements which is placed in the upper than the element which is lower, the upper element always displaces the lower element. In this case, this is the lower element, it is placed lower the zinc. That is why zinc can displace it. Understand? Okay. Now double displacement. Double displacement reaction. In the displacement reaction, only one element displaces another element. In a double displacement reaction, the reaction in which two compounds react by an exchange of ions to form two new compounds are called the double displacement reaction. In a double displacement reaction, two salt or two compounds react with each other and make two another substances or compounds like AgNO3 plus NaCl produce HCl plus NaNO3. This is also aqueous. It is also aqueous. Means solution. This is white PPT. PPT means precipitate and it is aqueous. Here Ag is placed lower than the sodium Na. That is why sodium can displace Ag. Sodium displace Ag and Ag combine with chlorine makes HCl. Sodium displace Ag and combine with NO3 make NaNO3. Sodium displaces Ag and combines with NO3 produce NaNO3. In the same way, Ag combine with chlorine and make HCl. Here, in the reactants there are two compounds, AgNO3 and NaCl. In the product there are also two compounds, HCl and NaNO3. But the properties of the reactants and products are different. That is why it's a chemical reaction. And double displacement because the two type of displaces takes place here. AgNO3 to AgCl, NaCl to NaNO3. Okay, this is called double displacement reaction. Now we discussed about oxidation and reduction. The last reaction. Oxidation and reduction. Now what is oxidation and what is reduction? Oxidation means addition of oxygen or reduction of hydrogen. It is the addition of hydrogen or reduction of oxygen. This is the main difference between oxidation and reduction. In oxidation, oxygen is added, and in reduction, hydrogen is added or oxygen is subtracted. An example we can understand the oxidation and reduction, like copper oxide plus hydrogen produce Cu plus H2O. In this case, oxygen is removed from CuO. That is, when oxygen is removed, copper oxide is changed into only copper. That is, here oxygen is removed, and when oxygen is removed, this is called reduction. This is reduction. But when oxygen and hydrogen combine together and make H2O or water, that means addition of oxygen with hydrogen is called oxidation. That means when hydrogen combines with oxygen make H2O is called oxidation. That means addition of oxygen. And when oxygen is removed from CuO or copper oxide, this is reduction. This is from here to here is reduction, and here to here is oxidation. And when oxidation and reduction both are happen in a single reaction, this reaction is called redox reaction. That means this is also called redox reaction. Understand what is oxidation, what is reduction, and what is redox reaction? In a single equation, if both oxidation and reduction take place together or simultaneously, then we say this reaction is redox reaction. And when oxygen is added, is called oxidation. Hydrogen is added, the reduction, or removal of oxygen, or removal of oxygen is, or addition of hydrogen is called reduction. You can read these things from the book, because oxidation and reduction is a confusing topic. That is why you have to read it carefully and understand it carefully, and you have to read it also regularly. After in a week you have to revise it, then you can digest it. Okay, thank you.